Lewis Hamilton's frustrations boiled over in Barcelona as Ferrari's rollercoaster season hit another bump. From promising FP1 pace to a tough FP2, can the SF25 bounce back? Plus, Vasseur fires back at critics. Let's break down Ferrari's turbulent Friday. Lewis Hamilton didn't mince words after a frustrating Friday at the Spanish Grand Prix, calling practice not fun as he missed out on the top 10 in FP2. The Ferrari star's rollercoaster season showed no signs of smoothing out in Barcelona. After an encouraging top 3 finish in first practice, his pace vanished in the afternoon, leaving him 11th and just 7/100ths adrift. Reflecting on the mixed day, Hamilton shared, "Not fun. It's a beautiful place. The weather has been amazing, but no, not a good day." Pressed on how he could turn his wealth of experience into a driving force for the team amid tough times, Hamilton responded, "I wouldn't say that I'm motivating the team at the moment. You just keep your head down and keep working away. You just don't give up. You keep going, you keep pushing, you keep trying to focus on solving the issues, which we'll try to do. But you arrive on Friday and are hoping for a good day, and it doesn't go well. Then you have a weekend in Monaco where suddenly the car feels great. Honestly, I thought the car was going to be good today. It wasn't too bad in P1, but P2 was much worse. Naturally, that's frustrating for everyone, but we had some problems, which meant we were losing some downforce. Hopefully, with that fixed for tomorrow, we'll be in a better place." As Hamilton battled for form, it was Leclerc who lifted Ferrari's spirits, posting the 5th fastest time, just half a second off Piastri's FP2 best. "Honestly, it was a bit more positive than what we expected coming here, so that is good," he said. "There is more performance in the car, which I hope we will unlock tomorrow, come qualifying." Quizzed on whether Ferrari has a clear game plan for Saturday's crucial final practice, Leclerc replied, "Yeah, there is still quite a bit of work to be done, but I don't think that we are too far out. We'll focus on a few areas tonight, and let's see tomorrow." Ferrari team boss Fred Vasseur was quick to downplay Lewis Hamilton's harsh Friday verdict on the SF25, insisting the car wasn't as horrible as the 7-time world champion made it sound at the Spanish Grand Prix. Hamilton voiced his frustrations multiple times over team radio, ending the day outside the top 10 and nearly 8/10ths off McLaren's Oscar Piastri, who topped the timesheets. Despite an encouraging start, running third in FP1 and just 0.378 seconds off Lando Norris, Hamilton remained unimpressed, telling race engineer Riccardo Adami, "That was bad," toward the end of the opening session. Things went further south in FP2, with Hamilton branding the Ferrari not drivable as he slid to P11 0.773 seconds adrift of Piastri and almost 3/10ths behind teammate Charles Leclerc. All of this unfolded on the first day since the FIA's new front-wing flexing directive came into effect. Speaking to Sky F1 during Ferrari's post-session debrief, Vasseur reflected, "I think we had a very good pace this morning. We struggled a bit more in the afternoon. We had, I think, a decent lap with Charles before the mistake turned 7. It was in advance on FP1. But the target is to put a lap together, not to do some good corners. And then we struggled a bit more at the beginning of each stint on the long stint. I think it was true for us, but true for a couple of other cars. The track was very dirty, with a lot of marbles. As soon as you were out of the line, it was quite difficult to recover. Overall, it was a long day, and we collected also good information. And it was the first time that we are running the front wing." 2016, world champion Nico Rosberg, watching from trackside on Friday, didn't hold back, calling Ferrari's SF25 the worst car he'd seen out there, pointing to its more understeer and more snap oversteer compared to the competition. When presented with Rosberg's stinging assessment, Vasseur responded, "It's not a secret that we are struggling a little bit with the balance of the car, but we have to improve on this. But as long as we are able to correct it and to have a good race, I don't find that it was the case the last couple of weekends. We have to improve on one lap clearly, but I think it's more tyre management and to put the tyres on the right window at the beginning of the lap. That's something else. Then the balance is not perfect. It's true, but it's true for us. I think it's true also for the others." At that moment, Vasseur was pressed for his reaction to Hamilton's worrying radio messages. But rather than fully agreeing with the bleak outlook, Vasseur called the remarks extreme and openly questioned just how reflective they were of the car's true performance. The comments were a bit extreme on the radio today, said Vasseur on Hamilton, but he did also a strong last stint with the soft in the lap time of the first two. It means that the car was not so horrible than he said in the radio. But again, the comments that they are doing when they are into the car, for me, it's not a drama. The winter hopes of Ferrari launching an instant title bid in 2025 have quickly faded as the team finds itself in the grip of a brutal start to the season. Plagued by unexpected issues with the overhauled SF25, the Scuderia has managed just one podium in the first 6 races. After pushing McLaren to the limit late last year, Ferrari now sits 3 spots back and a daunting 152 points adrift of the reigning champions. Though pre-season signs hinted Ferrari might lag behind McLaren, team boss Fred Vasseur rejected any suggestion that their bold design changes were to blame. Still, while standing by his current squad to right the ship, Vasseur has acknowledged the SF25 carries some fundamental design flaws. 95% of the team is the same team that participated in the 2023, 2024, and 2025 projects, Vasseur highlighted. I am convinced that if you do a project with problems, it does not mean that the structure does not work. I have great confidence in our team. We know we have to improve, but that is a constant in motorsport. Even if you are in first position, you know you have to keep improving, otherwise you expose yourself to attacks from your rivals. Coming back to this year, we probably made mistakes with the car. We have to do a better job. But the motivation is there, the mentality is there, and I'm sure we just have to keep growing, identifying and solving problems. Vasseur was quick to point out that Loic Serra, who only stepped into the technical director role last October, had minimal influence over the fundamental design concepts of the SF25. When Loic arrived at Maranello 6 months ago, the current single-seater was already, let's say, 90% defined, he clarified. Then, of course, it depends on the individual items, but the basic design decisions had already been taken. I mean the weight distribution, the wheelbase, the general concept, and so on. It's something that affects all teams when you change the technical leadership. And while Ferrari's long-running title drought, stretching back to 2008, looks set to drag on, Vasseur has firmly rejected any suggestion that the team is preparing to shift focus toward 2026. We often find ourselves at the end of race weekends with the feeling that we have not extracted the maximum from the car. And until we have this feeling, I cannot say that I know the exact potential of the project. That's why I think there are still signs of improvement, he concluded. Ferrari's struggles continue, and Hamilton's frustration is clear. But can the SF25's potential still be unlocked? What do you think? Is a turnaround coming? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.